spine. They told me I would never walk again. They told me my organs would not work, that I probably would be in a wheelchair. But because of everything that I had gone through before, and I got on heels today, right? And I live with 16 screws and 2 rods in my back. But you can't tell it because I pressed. I believed all this stuff when I was in New Jersey. It manifested in Maryland. And here I'm in the hospital, 2012, which is what is that, 7 years ago, on every pill you can think of, every opiate, everything, and they wanted me to stay on it and I had to get myself off of it. So in the midst of that, Mama Denise actually manifested, The Making of Mama Denise. So this book is available online as well, Amazon, Google, or whatever, but it tells about how I overcame and how I manifested in Mama Denise. Out of Mama Denise came Mama Denise Cakes and Pies in a Jar. I'm giving you some cakes today made by me. I think I have enough. And that a business came out of it. So Mama Denise Cakes and Pies in a Jar. This book right here, like I said, I have Oprah on here, and you never know how your vision is going to manifest. So you just let God do it. Let him bring it to pass. I get a call. I'm on page 24, y'all. So somebody's going to get this today. And it came, this is April 2018. And I got a call that I responded to a question about what did my mother teach me, what did my parents teach me, or whatever that's still with me today. And they liked it and they contacted me. Just from having her right here, I'm still waiting for the full manifestation to be on her show. I'm still waiting for her to bring forth, saying, Dr. McAllis, I want to sit down and talk to you. And I believe that's going to happen. I had Deal or No Deal is one of my favorite shows. One of my favorite shows. And I have affirmations that I do. I do confessions and that in the morning. Oh, Dallas will tell you, I do about 2 or 3 different confessions. It may take about 10 or 15 minutes, and I do that. And one of them was I wanted to be on Deal or No Deal. Well, last year, 2018, they called me and I did an actual video where I just knew they'd go pick me for that show. And I had to get people together and everything. I still have the video, but I didn't get picked. Somebody say yet.
Yes.
Uh-huh. Okay, then I'm just going to go over my vision board. Okay, this is the house that we had in Maryland. I had on here, I don't even know, a few years ago, paid in full. It's paid in full. We were able to sell it before I left. I had Florida in here, and what I had on here, believe it or not, was Winter Park or Winter Garden. I don't live in Winter Garden. I actually live in Claremont, but where am I today? Okay, and this was on there before. Of course, I got my $1 million on here. I'm waiting for her to call me. This is very important to me. I want to go to Hawaii, and then there's a lot of things that manifest. And one other thing, for years, I believe how much time I have?
5 minutes.
5 minutes, okay. For years, I wanted a Mercedes. When I was a single parent, sleeping on the floor, my dream car was a Mercedes. And people would laugh at me. I'm talking about church folks would laugh. How you gonna do that? You single parent. You don't have no money. You working temporary. I believe I'm gonna get a Mercedes. This is my 3rd one. And I don't have time to tell you about how I got each one. This one's sitting in the parking lot. Okay, this one, I didn't put on the vision board. I put it in my home office up on the wall. And I just looked at it. And I began to speak to it and said, I'm gonna have you. I'm not talking about good credit. Actually, I'm going to tell you a quick story because I only have about 3 minutes, I think. When I actually went, I got an intuition message. I said to my husband, we got to go today. Let's go today. No down payment, no credit, no know what my credit is or whatever. We got to go today. And there was a place in Kennerville, Maryland that I went to. The particular day, this car, they kept showing me a navy blue car. And they kept asking for down payment, no down payment. I had my other Mercedes, which I could use as a trade-in, right? Okay, so then my husband says, do you have a white one? And they said yes. And the white one was less mileage, less money than the other one they was trying to sell to me. They didn't do a big thing with my credit. It went through, they traded it in. I came back a couple weeks later, I said, to get my plates. And I said, where's the guy that sold me this car? And they said, oh, he doesn't work here anymore. They said we had to let him go because he only sold one car.
Wow.
It was mine. That was the day that I got the message to go to get the car because they was pressuring him and his manager pushed the sale through because he needed it But I was obedient to that voice that told me to go that day. There's a whole lot more I can share with you. The Stella Awards, 2017, I sat in my living room and I was watching the Stella Awards and I said, I really want to go. And I attended this 2018. God made the way for me to sit right in. Stella Awards are equivalent to Grammys, but it's the gospel industry. There's a whole lot more. And if I can leave you with anything, is I didn't even get to go through the slides or anything, but if I can leave you with anything, it is never give up. I don't care how dark the situation is. I don't care what's going on in your life. If you believe it, you can have it. You can have it. My house was wall-to-wall carpeted. And not only that, I got the carpet mechanic as my husband. And even with that, if you believe in Form 8, I made a list of the things when I finally surrendered. I made a list of the things that I wanted him to have. And one of the things is I wanted him to have these fabulous shoes. And when he moved in, he had all kinds of shoes. That's just me. And also that he would be able to fix stuff. And O'Dallas will tell you, I call him Mr. Fix It. He can fix anything, But I'm telling you, don't give up. This is our time. I believe 2020 is the year of vision. I believe 2020 is the year of perfect vision, that you'll be able to bring forth and manifest anything that you believe in for. If it's healing, just like with my back, I'm able to dance. I'm able to run around. The doctors are amazed. They had to write my chart on my chart, remarkable recovery. Because I thought it, and what we say manifests. Our thoughts become things. You want to be careful what you think. Where energy goes is where the attention is going to flow. Okay? I'm done.
Thank you so much. Mama Denise, amazing. You're so right. You got to put out that positive manifestation and believe in yourself and walk in your purpose. And